The Indigenous people of Australia are finally getting the opportunity to engage in motorsports. What's up, my people? This is just an excerpt from my podcast, Let's Talk Motorsports. You can find that on the channel. Head down to the links below. Without further ado, roll a clip.
All right, this is the final main topic right here. Now, this one I may have to read off my notes a little bit more. But racing together, FIA, they're racing together, or the FIA diversity something program, and a subsection called Racing Together have now created a program and are now allowing the Indigenous people of Australia to participate in motor racing and have their own race team. Okay, hold on. Let me just pull the note because I really do need to read off this. All right, yeah. So they're putting an Indigenous racing team on track. All right. They have spent years thinking about it, but now they finally have the opportunity to create and actually do this system, do this program, which I find is wonderful. Y'all know I'm all about the inclusion, and I can't wait to see this shit go down. Now, it's the first steps of it have now, have actually been done. They've now done the selection process of who, and they've actually done also the selection process of who is going to be guiding and mentoring these Indigenous people, these Indigenous kids to the race, you know what I'm saying, and to give them that knowledge. Now, this is giving kids, I think, like 12 to 16 years of age, the opportunity to not only gain knowledge mechanically, okay, as in learning the components of a vehicle, learning how to fix it, all that kind of stuff, but also learning road safety, learning track safety, and also giving them, an edge on careers that they could possibly have in motorsports. Another thing is they're creating opportunities for them to be competitors, whether it be professional or recreational, and do it in the correct form and doing it in the correct way. Now, this is off of Twitter, so I'm going to put the video in here. Hopefully I'm allowed to do that. I'm going to put the video in at the end so you guys can listen and hear about it. If you guys want to see the actual video, head over to youtube.com/Tyree Waldron. That's where you're going to get the whole clip. That's where you're going to be able to see the whole clip. Or you could just head on over to my Twitter at TheBigTicket07. I did retweet it. Go ahead, drop it or give it a like, or whatever. But like I said, it's giving the opportunities to give these kids... It's giving these kids the opportunity to engage in motorsports, to increase the diversity, something that you ain't never seen in an Indigenous race team of Australia, given the opportunity to actually do this on track. Now, they're going to be led and monitored by people who know their shit, talking about former champions, talking about people who are currently racing, talking about people who have dealt with training and who have trained specifically for this, or people who have that knowledge and who have the reputation behind them to back the fact that they know what the fuck they're talking about. All right. This is said to be done for the 2021 X3 Circuit XL Racing Series. I now have to look into what that is and pay attention to it and actually watch it and figure out all I can about this organization and go from there. I also need to figure out about the FIA diversity thing. If anyone is interested, or if anyone with, some type of interest. Yeah, if anyone has any type of interest or anything like that, please DM me, message me on Twitter at TheBigTicket07. There we can actually have a conversation on trying to establish something for people like me. All right, for the African American people or anyone. As a matter of fact, it doesn't matter to me. I love everyone. It doesn't matter to me, but the people that this is about representation right here. You don't see Indigenous. What the hell is that? You don't see Indigenous Australia. Okay, stop beeping. Anyway, sorry about that. But you don't see Indigenous Australian people doing those kinds of things. So now you're actually going to be able to see that representation, and now it's going to even engage even way more people outside of that spectrum. Me personally, I don't see a lot of me. There's Bubba, there's Lewis. That's about it. I would love to actually have an organization made and actually be a part of that creation process. So I'm definitely going to be looking into that as well. Hopefully I can do something. I can do something to just start, get a foot in the door, whatever. That is my ultimate goal with this podcast, to try and get the foot in the door and increase the diversity and all that stuff like that.
So several years ago, my wife Monique and I realised that there was no significant representation, in fact no representation of our Indigenous people in motorsport in Australia. So a few months ago we decided to actually do something about it, part of the FIA's diversity program, purpose driven, and we decided to sponsor a pilot program to see if it could work, to bring kids 12 to 16, boys and girls, into motorsport. So we're running a couple of open days. We've had those. We've picked 34 kids out of that, aged between 12 and 16. They're spending a day and a half here at Norwell Motorplex under the guidance of people like Paul Morris and Russell Ingles. And from that, we're going to pick a team of 10, including potentially 2 drivers. They're going to build a Hyundai Excel here at Norwell, and then they're going to race it next year.
Oh, look, to be involved in this program with Monique and Gary Coleman and the team here at Norwell Motorplex and the Indigenous community and the youth of that community, more importantly, to go through this program to find 2 drivers that will potentially race in the Hyundai Excel Cup for 2021 in that racing series is phenomenal.
It's a good opportunity though, because you're taking in a lot of stuff from pros like yous, like people that know more than us, and yeah, hopefully I can take it in and then use it out when I'm driving.
I keep sharing with the kids of our elders, including my father and that, who would have killed for an opportunity like this. Then to me too, and my generation would have. So just how fortunate we are.
So I think to have such a group of engaged young people really learning about not just road safety and obviously driving and what motorsport could offer, but giving them some, I guess, future choices or maybe highlighting future opportunities. I think it's been fantastic, and the kids have been great. They've had a great time and really engaged with the whole thing.
Came here just looking to improve my skills with driving, and within 5-6 hours I've managed to do that with the instructors that are here. And I'm greatly thankful that I actually came here.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to check out any more of my content, head down to the description box down below. And remember, you only have one life. Go out there and enjoy it.